When the rumors of divorce for Kim Kardashian and Kanye West started to happen, no one was really surprised. 2020 especially was a hard time for the couple, with Kanye doing a lot of things that hurt Kim, in the emotional and verbal way to be clear, and things seemed to be unraveling at a fast pace. And then, when the divorce happened, everyone expected Kim to get back on the horse well before Kanye. But that wasn't the case. In fact, he's dated 2 people for her 1. For a time at least. Allow us to show you how Kanye West broke up with model Vinetria, parting with his new girlfriend. Page 6 learned that Kanye West was no longer dating model Vinetria. The pair called it quits after hooking up for a few months, or so they heard. The Touch the Sky rapper is no longer following Vinetria on Instagram, but she is still following him. That may not sound like the most significant of things, but it matters in this world of digital contact, apparently. Reps for both West and Vinetria didn't return Page 6's request for comment. Page 6 broke the news in early November that West and the model had been seeing each other for a while, and even attended his Donda Academy's debut basketball game in Minneapolis together. And as noted in the intro for our video, Kanye was back on the horse rather quick after the divorce papers had been filed with Kim Kardashian. He first dated a model he was friends with via Shayak. The two had a very simple relationship, but then broke up for reasons that differed depending on who you talked to. Some claimed it was because of Ariana's schedule in regards to modeling appearances, and others said it was because of media involvement putting them under the microscope. Either way, the relationship ended, and then a few months later, he was dating yet another model in Vinetria, who happens to be half Kanye's age. Just saying. But why the breakup? Simple. While she may have had his attention for a while, his heart was still aching over what he lost. No, not Ariana, Kim K. And he has been making that very clear as of late, trying to reconnect with his ex-wife. So, just how clear is Kanye making it that he wants to be with Kim again? Well, while performing at the Free Larry Hoover concert at the Los Angeles Coliseum, West dedicated his song Runaway to Kardashian. After singing the lyrics, "I need you to run right back to me, baby," the rapper added, more specifically Kimberly. That seems pretty clear, don't you think? Kind of hard to misinterpret that. Kim attended the concert with her sister Kendall Jenner and her mom Kris Jenner. She also brought along 2 of her children whom she shares with West, North 8 and Saint 6. Kardashian West and West are also parents to daughter Chicago, 3.5, and son Psalm, 2.5. West's onstage proclamation comes after the Yeezy designer posted a 5-minute Thanksgiving prayer to his Instagram last month, in which he opened up about his regrets and his wish to reunite his family. "All I think about every day is how I get my family back together and how I heal the pain that I've caused," he said at the time. "I take accountability for my actions." New word alert, misactions. The one thing that all my successes and failures have in common is me. West also detailed some of his misactions, including his hair-trigger temper, which he said was heightened by alcohol and his manic episodes, referring to his bipolar disorder, which he said his family had to endure. West also owned up to the mistakes he made while married to Kardashian during the Los Angeles Mission's annual Thanksgiving event last month. In a speech delivered at the charity event, West told the crowd, "The narrative God wants is to see that we can be redeemed in all these relationships." He added, "We've made mistakes. I've made mistakes. I've publicly done things that were not acceptable as a husband. But right now, today, for whatever reason, I didn't know I was going to be in front of this mic. But I'm here to change the narrative. And I ain't never seen the papers. We're not even divorced," West said, adding, "That ain't no joke to me. My kids want their parents to stay together. I want us to be together." So yeah, once again, he's making it really clear that he wants to be back with Kim. And while some might find it romantic, others might find it creepy, especially when it comes to other recent lengths he's gone to in order to get closer to Kim. Buying a house. At first, the idea of Kanye buying a house isn't odd at all. He's rich, he has tastes that don't fit your standard house, so he'll likely buy all sorts of places to live in and so on. But if we told you that he went and bought a place that is literally right across the street from Kim K, yep, that changes matters, doesn't it? And that's apparently exactly what Kanye's done. he bought a place right across from where Kim and Kanye used to live. And that place is where Kim is raising their 4 kids right now. So, yeah, a bit creepy, wouldn't you say? It's hard to gauge what Kanye's true motivations were or his exact mindset was when he considered this, but when you hear his past words about how he wants them to be together and he wants Kim to run back to him, it does paint a picture. And that picture is slowly becoming stalker-like, if you get our drift. Former feelings. The partial irony of what is going on now is that a few months ago, when things were a lot less crazy, there was indeed a possibility that their getting back together was inevitable. Mainly because, despite their divorce proceedings still going on, they had multiple lunches together and various sources spoke on what this all meant. Although they are going through a divorce, the couple still spend time together alone, or with their kids. Kanye lives mostly out of LA, but when he's in town, they make it a priority to meet up. Kim has had the children lately since Kanye has been working on the album, the source says, adding, but co-parenting has been going well for the couple. I used to care about the likability, she said, referring to how she was portrayed on her reality show. I got to a point, and maybe being in a relationship with Kanye for a decade and someone that absolutely didn't care about likability factor or what any of perception of him was as long as he was true to himself, that taught me so much in the best way of just being me and living in the moment. As long as I'm myself and as long as I'm doing it that way that I want to do, like, you have one life and you're living it for you, she added. That taught me to just, I think, be more confident in myself and truly not care as much of what other people thought. So, while they were fine with co-parenting, which to be clear is a good thing for their kids as long as it remains civil, they weren't likely to get back together. And then, Kim seemed to slam the door shut in a multitude of ways. Not the least of which was her relationship with Pete Davidson. One that started on Saturday Night Live, went to a Halloween meetup, and now has them hanging out a lot, holding hands, and, well, truly being a couple as proven by them and others. Add to that, even after Kanye's pleas for them to get back together, Kim K asked the court to help speed up the divorce and give her the ability to give her OG name back, Kardashian instead of Kardashian West, to further prove she's single. Is Kanye being a fool? You could answer that question with yes, and not have it pertain to this conversation, but we digress. The problem here isn't about Kanye being foolish, it's about Kanye getting one of his whims and running with it. Likely because of his bipolar disorder, which he doesn't like to treat. As such, he comes off as irrational and a fool, and more all because he feels compelled to act on what he is feeling, even if it's clear that nothing good will come from his impulses. Asking for Kim back? Sure, to an extent, that's fine. But then buying a house across from her and possibly trying to use other means to get back with her? That's getting very close to crossing the line. Hopefully it won't escalate further, but in all honesty, it might. And that's something to keep an eye on. So, what do you think? What do you think of this look at how Kanye West broke up with his second model girlfriend and is now going back after his former flame? Do you think he has any chance of making this happen? Or do you think that he is once again trying to get something to happen that he has no chance of making happen? Let us know in the comments below, and we'll see you next time on the channel.